We escaped, Catherine. We survived.
Kurt's plan worked. Blew a hole clean outside. I couldn't believe it. Me? I found my way back to the front. Turns out they thought I was dead. Told Barrett everything. Apart from the bit where I made friends with a German. He said I needed a break. Asked me if I'd ever seen the Eiffel Tower.
Although I did not encourage her, the cat followed me back to the trenches. In August, they will send me to the Somme. All I have to do now is work and wait.
I couldn't tell you why, but that bird seemed to want to stick around. So I took it upon myself to train her. Hell, maybe she'd even be useful. And sure enough, Barrett was true to his word. That August, he took me to Paris.
J'ai reçu les effets personnels de Félix hier. Il est tombé durant la bataille de Vimy.
Il était à Vimy? Il a sûrement combattu aux côtés de mon oncle, Émile Chaillon, un vrai cœur vaillant.
Désolé, no parler English.
Come and play cards with us, Harry. That's an order. Get over here, Harry. Ha, bring the bird if you must.
Yeah, I'll wait on that then. That's the next thing I have to do. Oh, I see. Let's go.
Eh, t'as vu? Il y a un soldat canadien.
Ah, come on.
Il pipe pas un mot de français, on dirait.
En tout cas,
il a un sacré appareil photo.
Be like in between my feet or something? No? I bet that's true. I'm sure that is. Okay. Start your back over here. Let's go in. Go, go, go. Yeah.
Yay! Yes!
Ha, I knew it. It's kind of random that they got up and celebrated, but alright.
Hey!
Oh, il est sacrément mignon, le petit soldat anglais. Sois discrète, il est juste à côté de moi. Il a un accent bizarre, tu trouves pas?
I don't know what you helped with now.
Trois mois, qu'il disait. Ça fait déjà 3 ans, Louise.
Quand on pense à tous ces jeunes, ça me fend le cœur.
I feel like that's the type of stuff they're gonna talk about in a few years with COVID. I don't think there's anywhere else to go. I will destroy you guys.
Le petit Flanagan est de retour. Is that bird real? It's certainly well trained.
Mais Simon, ce n'est pas Flanagan.
No, this is Harry. Harry Lambert.
Ah! Ah bah il lui ressemble. Nice to meet you,
I
Harry.
wonder if Flanagan's the other.
Flanagan was my photographer before
gonna
you,
say, for
Harry.
photographer.
You'd have liked him, I think. He was a good photographer. He was a good man.
So what happened to young Flanagan then?
Oh,
Probably.
the Somme. He...
Are you alright, Major?
Perfectly fine, yes. Let's just finish the game, shall we?
Oh no, I'm actually slow on that one. Cemetery. Ah, is he at the Salmo now?
Eins muss man den Franzosen lassen. Sie haben ein paar schöne Flüsse. Den kenne ich nicht. Tut mir leid.
Noch nie gesehen, tut mir leid. Ich hoffe, du findest ihn. Sieht wie ein guter Junge aus. Sigmund kann sich vielleicht an deinen Sohn erinnern. Er hat ein Register. Du findest ihn auf dem Friedhof.
Wolf hat zu viel getrunken. Wenn das ein Offizier sieht, kriegen wir richtig Ärger. So viele Gesichter. Da verliert man irgendwann den Überblick. Ich kann dir leider nicht helfen.
Waldner, stimmt's? Kurt Waldner. Ich habe einen Brief für Sie. Ich hoffe nur gute Nachrichten aus der Heimat.
My dearest Kurt, I understand and support you in what you are doing. But I must tell you, Lucy is ill, Kurt. It is her chest. Dr. Siegfried visited yesterday to examine her, and he seems concerned. I believe he suspects tuberculosis, though he will not say. It is difficult to find medicine in the village. Supplies are scarce. Please, try to come home. Your daughter needs you. I love you. Always. Katrin.
Well, I don't seem to be winning much, do I? Come on, Harry. Follow me.
Shoot.
François, mon ami. Let us in, would you?
I'll take another look around.
Major Barrett, ça par exemple. How are you, sir?
Alive and well, François. This is Harry. I'm showing him the wonders of Paris.
Where is this Harry? Probably nothing extra.
Apologies, Harry. We have a strict no-pigeon policy here.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
Major Barrett, it's been a while.
Ah, mon cher Marie. Harry, this is Marie.
Excuse me, Major, I am not older. If you want anything, Harry, you just ask. Don't be shy, man.
Ouais, il paraît qu'au salon privé, on a droit à un traitement de faveur. Mais malheureusement, il faut une carte de membre pour y accéder.
M'en fiche qu'on me traite de planqué. J'irai pas me battre pour ces abrutis.
Oh, mais ça va pas, mon petit Luc, aujourd'hui? Tu devrais rentrer t'occuper de tes gosses. C'est un appareil photo? Comme c'est chic! Will you take my photo, please?
Okay.
And don't forget to send me a copy.
Ici, on se divertit comme nulle part ailleurs. Vous pouvez me croire.
Eh, t'es le mec au pigeon? On peut facilement se faire pigeonner ici.
I get it.
À la tienne.
J'ai pas assuré l'autre soir. Je peux plus aller au salon privé. Oh, quel dommage. Si tu voyais ça. Oh, j'ai un habitué. Leur spectacle valent le détour, c'est certain.
T'es canadien? Vous avez fait un sacré boulot à Vimy, les gars.
Shit, this is... Hey, how's it going, Ness? Thanks for the raid, man. How's everyone doing tonight?
Here, Harry. This is a member's card. Feel free to visit the VIP lounge. I'm going to catch up with Marie.
How's it going, Ness? How's Christmas for you, man?
Hey,
How's your stream also?
sweetheart. I hope you're enjoying the cabaret.
What were you streaming?
Ah, you have
I
a
think I
member's
saw
card.
that you were
Enjoy the lounge.
streaming Nier before. Ah, nice. I still need to play that. I haven't yet because I need to beat Dragon Guard 3, which I know it's not actually required for it, but I assume there'll be like Easter eggs and callbacks and stuff. So, how are you enjoying it so far? Is it your first playthrough? Ah, okay. Nice. I'm pretty sure if it's anything like... Have you played the original, actually? The original Nier?
Oula, si ma femme me voyait là, je passerais un sale quart d'heure.
If it's anything like the original Nier, you probably won't get like some of the more deeper side of the story until the New Game Plus.
Imagine that. The VIP lounge of a club in Paris. It was a world away from being trapped underground with a German. I still wondered about Kurt. What was he doing right now? Wherever he was, I hoped he was happy. Hell, I just hoped he was alive.
Yeah, the original Nier, New Game Plus though, at least for the original Nier, was like only part way, or it was like 2/3 into the story. So if it's anything like that, they'd probably do the same thing. Actually, I heard it's that plus more. Yeah, I can't wait for that remake or remaster or upgrade or whatever the heck they call it.
Ich habe einen Brief für Sie. Ich hoffe nur gute Nachrichten aus der Heimat. Du solltest dich entspannen, Soldat. Komm, trink einen mit uns.
God dang, 26, huh?
Die von der IR 125 waren vor ein paar Monaten hier. Jede Menge Verwundete.
Yeah, that sounds. I mean, I'm not.
Das ist
I'm
vielleicht
not
ein
too
Wetter,
surprised.
hä?
I'm sure
Fast wieder
most of
heim.
them aren't actually like real endings, though.
IR 125? Die Jungs habe ich nie getroffen. Tut mir
How's
leid,
it
mein
going,
Freund.
Benoit? I'm surprised you're up this late. Oh, you already got 3 of them. All right.
Eine Katze? Hier? Unglaublich. Tut mir leid, nie gesehen.
So awkward that he doesn't say anything before he just pulls out the picture of his son. I didn't even see that. Yeah, there, okay. Seeing him. That sounds about right with Nier. Yeah, I can't wait to play that remake. I'm totally streaming that. I had initially planned to finish Drakengard this year too, Drakengard 3, so that I can start playing Nier, but that hasn't happened. I'm still on Yakuza 5, and then I stopped playing for a bit. I don't know, man. Seems like you should sleep for that important call. Tells me the cat's here, which wouldn't be surprising, but hasn't given me the option to switch to the cat yet. How's
You
your
should see
Christmas,
the
Benoit?
graves, Catherine. So many lives, so many hopeful young men.
Oh, there's the cat.
Now covered in dirt. I had to know if Max was one of them.
Ah, there we go. Now I can switch. This is my first playthrough of the game, by the way, so I don't really actually know what to do, or I just know that I go to explore looking for things before I progress anywhere. But if you haven't played this game, this is 1111 Memories Retold. It is a story that takes place in World War One. Oh, can I come from here? Okay. Switches between two characters, Kurt and Harry. Harry is a Canadian, and Kurt is a German soldier. Harry he's a photographer, joined the war because his childhood friend that he's in love with, he saw her really admiring one of the Canadian admirals or whatever. And so he joined as a photographer, hoping to wear the uniform to impress her, basically. And then Kurt, he was an engineer helping to build Zeppelins, and he joined the war because his son is currently missing in the war, and he basically is trying to find out, because they won't tell him anything specific where he was, so he joined so that he can find out what happened to his son. And that's cool. I just got a collectible there. I came from there. It's a lot of graves. And it has this paint graphic style that is intentional. It does look pixelated at times, which I'm sure is also intentional. And actually it does kind of hurt my eyes sometimes. I think I know there's a pattern with these pigeons. I think they always will drop something.
Eine Katze. Hier. Er sieht aus wie sein Vater. Ich erinnere mich an sein Regiment. Die armen Jungs. Sie kamen verwundet aus Perron hier an. Wie die Löwen haben sie gegen die Tommys gekämpft. Du kannst stolz auf deinen Sohn sein. Die meisten sind hier begraben. Komm mit.
Well, I didn't expect that to progress, so I should grab the other stuff wherever they were. I wasn't partially wasn't paying attention. Is that spot one of them? Doyle, IR-47. Trotted. How did I get over there? Here we go. There's another one over here. There it is. Oh. I'll avoid speaking to anyone right now, just in case. It's IR-97. He said that his was 125. Is that the guy? Is that a thing in there? Oh, I can walk over here. Yep, there you go.
I cannot describe how it felt to search for his grave. How it felt to look for something I hoped I wouldn't see.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing that's the right area. I hope they don't expect me to actually check all the graves.
Die jüngsten Gräber sind hinten auf dem Friedhof.
Kannst du uns helfen? Wir brauchen mehr Kreuze. Die sind da vorne in dem Karren. Die Arbeit hier so zwischen den Toten ist ganz schön hart. Danke für deine Hilfe.
This game is generous with trophies. Let's actually try and see if I can get to that small house in the back there. Alright, there we go. I bet there's one more in this area. That cart I moved. Nope.
Danke für deine Hilfe. Ich hoffe, du findest, was du suchst.
Wir können natürlich nicht alle Gefallenen bergen. Viele bleiben im Niemandsland, wo wir sie einfach nicht erreichen.
Ah, ja. Die Gräber sind da rechts von dir.
My phone keeps going off.
Das sind die Gräber, die du suchst, mein Freund.
Come on.
I found the graves of Mac's unit. Most were buried and accounted for, except one, an unmarked grave. A grave with no name. I could not leave the place without knowing the truth, Catherine. May God have mercy on my soul.
Fais-le sortir! Tue-le s'il le
No.
faut!
Ah! Il est ici, Zach!
My pigeon.
I'd grown attached to that bird. Hell, she'd been with me for months. But to the folks at the cabaret, she was just a pest to be killed. Wherever she was, I just had to find her and make sure she was safe. Where are you going?
Just fly off.
You know, it's funny. At the time, I was so shocked I wasn't even sure it was him. But the only person who looks like Barrett is Barrett. And if I hadn't been at the window at that precise moment, well, maybe things would have been different. Who knows?
Yo, Chris, how's it going? Thanks for the iPad, man. How's your Christmas?
Are you kidding me?
Well, you know, mine was good.
Where on earth could she be?
I got a replacement for my iPad, so. And got an Apple Pencil along with that.
You're gonna get me into trouble. Where are you hiding?
It was fun. We had a hot pot. We spent most of
Where
the
are you
opening
hiding?
was mainly for my nephew and niece.
Now, I don't know if you've ever found yourself in this position before, but sometimes you just gotta go with your gut.
Cats Revolution. Alright.
Eh, c'est un super numéro que t'as là. Dancing with a Pigeon. Mais comment tu peux faire ça? Mais je suis brillant.
By the way, when the subtitles are in red, that means they don't understand what they're saying. That's why it's red and white like that. I don't know what it means when it's in yellow, though. Yeah, definitely. You know, I got a whole bunch of stuff that got stolen back in February. Did you get anything good for yours?
But it was not Max, Catherine. He is still alive. I know it. Please tell Lucy.
I'll avoid the line. Original Stitch Pokemon shirt?
The cat is still with me. You will meet her one day. I promise. This is my confession, Catherine. I know it was wrong, but I will do anything to find our son. I must. I pray for Lucy's health, and I will return as soon as I can. My thoughts have become dark of late. The others treat me differently now. Perhaps they know what I did. I fear what will become of me if I stay here too long. I do not know where Max is, and I'm running out of places to look.
Barrett was never the same after that day. I tried to talk to him, tried to thank him for showing me Paris, but he wouldn't even look at me. So I kept my mouth shut over the next few weeks and kept taking photos. They put more and more of my pictures in the papers back home, fully credited. I felt like a star.
Hier, Lottie. Komm hierher.
Lucy is ill cold. It is her chest. Dr. Siegfried visited yesterday, and he seems concerned. I believe he suspects tuberculosis. Please, try to come home. The daughter needs you.
Hey Luke, how's it going, man? How's your weekend?
I love you. Always. Catherine.
Every night I have the same dream, Catherine. It is so vivid. The cat finds our son's body in a field of flowers. I see it whenever I sleep. Last night, the dream was different. I saw a dead tree amongst the flowers. The same tree exists out on no man's land, here at the Somme.
Oh, hey. So did we. With your brother, I think you mentioned? Let's avoid doing... Actually, it's just sticking out.
I ventured out onto no man's land, alone. The others would later call me crazy, but I didn't expect them to understand.
No man's land. There was an entry before about no man's land. It's pretty crazy. Dang it. Ah, I see. How was it? Did you guys make any coquito?
The corpses on no man's land tell their own stories of battles won and lost. To begin with, I found only French soldiers.
Oh, that's the, I think that's one of the names mentioned when you were playing as Harry in Paris. Nice. So I'm already okay. That's where it came from. I actually tried to make some, but we're missing coconut cream. We went shopping for a little bit too, but the thing pop up. Oh, it did. Okay. But the only thing they were missing was literally coconut cream.
I made a decision that day. Wherever these men were born, I would not forget them. I would remember every single name. But there were German soldiers too, Katrin. It is not easy confronting these bodies of men who once lived. But I had to continue, had to persist.
Show us the pigeon trick again, Harry. It's so good. You got quite the reputation. Everyone wants to see the Pigeon Man. Go Pigeon! Blanca, let me sleep.
Good one, Harry.
Send the pigeon to Raphael's face.
Okay. Hmm? I'm not sure what that has to do with it.
I never want to
Is it
forget
something in
this,
eggnog that...
Take a picture for me, could you?
She can't drink?
Come on, Lambert, get on with it.
Thanks, mate. Much obliged.
What do you mean, like the alcoholic eggnog? Oh, just different tricks.
Hey, Harry. Still in Barrett's bad books? I'm sure he'll come around. Maybe show him a pigeon trick sometime. Everyone loves those.
Oh, I see a thing.
Nothing left for you today. Sorry. How about this weather, eh?
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. My bad.
Damn war.
Can't take this anymore.
Yeah. Any chance that pigeon of yours could grab me an extra cheese ration? Chef didn't want me to have it. There's one right next to him.
Damn bird.
Oi, that's not your cheese. Give it back.
So that means I can go back here now. This thing.
Oi, Lambert!
You get over that.
Ah, damn it. That was the first time they got a point on me. I was super slow on that though, so that was my fault.
Oh, no. You get over that.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Harry! Can't you see I'm busy over here, mate? Right. Just please. I know you've got a pigeon, and I know it's very clever, but leave me alone. Go take some photos or something.
Seems that bird of yours is more useful than some of the men.
J'aime cet endroit. C'est calme et paisible.
C'est étrange de se dire que beaucoup de gens sont morts ici.
T'as combattu ici, non? Comment c'était?
Pour être honnête, j'ai du mal à croire que j'ai survécu. J'ai perdu mon frère dans la Somme.
Ouais, toutes mes condoléances. T'as entendu ça?
Y a quelqu'un?
J'ai vu du mouvement.
Was it madness to head on to no man's land? Perhaps. At the time I thought only of my dream, only of the dead tree.
Par ici, viens dire bonjour.
Yep, I see some collectible stuff. Oh, I see another one. Oh man, that one's a tricky one.
Allez, petit chat.
I can go.
Par ici, viens dire bonjour.
Hé, Minou, Minou, viens par ici.
I only just barely spotted that one. Where are they at?
Allez, petit chat.
They sound close by. But they're still in the same spot? Yeah, I see one of them there.
Par ici,
Oh.
viens dire bonjour. Par ici, viens dire bonjour.
Hé, Minou, Minou,
Tu
viens par
peux pas
ici.
sauter d'ici.
Petite minette, regarde un peu ça. Elle est venue nous dire bonjour.
J'y crois pas. J'ai hâte de raconter ça à Marie.
Et
qu'est-ce que t'en penses, brave bête? Est-ce que la guerre va bientôt s'arrêter? Hein? Est-ce que t'aimerais être un chat? Et tout ignorer de la guerre? Et pouvoir me balader librement et faire ce que je veux? Bien sûr que j'aimerais.
Are there actually any more bodies here? I'm pretty sure I saw one over here. There it is. Oh, there we go.
I found 3 bodies from Alpirsbach. Boys from home. I'm so sorry. The first was Karl Günther. Please give his family my condolences. Bette's son was there also. I know she will be devastated.
Oh, c'est beau ici. Et qui a pu planter ces fleurs? Avec tous ces cadavres, elles poussent facilement.
Ouais,
ces pauvres garçons. Ils nourrissent les plantes. Je suppose qu'on finira tous par nourrir les plantes.
The last was Jonas, you know, Dr. Siegfried's boy. He was a good friend to Max.
Oh.
Pas un pas de plus, Rit! Arrête-toi! Ou je tire!
Attends une seconde. Je pense qu'il vient juste pour les morts.
And though Max was not there, these boys were all someone's son. All these boys deserved a proper burial. I became consumed by the task. It takes its toll on a man, the constant presence of death.
Alright, for sure, Luke. Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Harry Lambert, you say? You got a letter from Julia Taylor. Sound familiar? All good news, I hope.
Dear Harry, now how on earth are we to remain friends if you won't write to me? Come on, Harry. I know you must be busy, but life is so ordinary back home in the store. I long to hear of your adventures. Sometimes I imagine what you might be doing on the other side of the world. They say here in Canada that the war will be over soon. You shall be home before you know it. Sincerely yours, Julia.
Hey, Harry! Barrett was looking for you.
Oh. You just get distracted from writing back there, dude. Maybe if I talk to him.
Just the one letter today, friend. Do you really think my men have time for your stupid little tricks? Make yourself useful and fetch my documents. I don't care how you do it, boy. Just get my documents.
Looking back, I don't know what I was thinking sending the bird. I guess I wanted to put a smile on the Major's face, to take things back to the way they were before Paris. Instead, with his plans flying out over no man's land, all I got was silence.
This will sound strange, but a bird found me in the depth of my despair. It carried intelligence from the enemy, pulled me from my madness. I had to act.
It's the same bird.
Saved by a bird, Katrin. There was only one person who could have sent it.
Then the Major turned, closest thing to the devil I'd ever seen. "Do you realize what you've done?" he roared, inches from my face. "Do you have any idea what was on those papers?"
I told my superiors I found the plans in no man's land. I could not decipher the information they contained, but I hear we are to be moved to Passendale.
I don't expect you to believe this, but not only did that bird fly back to me, it brought a message with it. Danke, hero. Could it be possible that this bird of mine somehow found the German?
I have arrived at Passendale. Every man now carries a gas mask. Some question why the officers even expect a gas attack. But I know. How much had the young Canadian suffered to give me this information?
Truth be told, most of war is just kind of waiting around for something to happen. And I waited at Passchendaele for months before something finally did.
One year.
Hell, I survived Vimy. If I got lucky, maybe I'd survive Passchendaele.
Hey, Harry! Barrett was looking for you.
Oh, he will not be happy, I'm sure.
Move along, friend. Ah, there you are. Good of you to join us, Lambert. Get up there, boy. Take photos. What are you, a coward?
We're gonna get beaten.
Climb that ladder.
I know it.
What are you, a coward? Climb that ladder.
Much do you, huh?
Show me what you're made of, boy. Get out there and take pictures. Move it, lad!
No one wanted to go over the top. Not a single one of us. Hell, I just did what we all did. I followed orders.
Clean out your ears and
For my country. For the greater good.
is war.
For Julia.
Here we go again. Another one of these segments.
Another massacre begun. Once more, we traded blood for yards gained. And amongst it all, the cat was nowhere to be found. It may seem like madness, but I promised Lucy she would meet the cat one day. I promised.
That guy just fell from the top.
Dear Kurt, I'm at a loss to explain the Canadian's motives in sending you the information he did. Is it possible he sympathizes with the German cause? Perhaps he wishes to warn only you, so you might avoid the gas altogether. It makes me anxious to consider you are only stationed at Passchendaele because of the information he sent. If he had done nothing, maybe you would still be at the Somme. I'm relieved to hear you carry a gas mask with you. At least you are prepared. Lucy's condition has not worsened since I last wrote, but neither has she improved. I pray you'll get your permission home soon. We both miss you. Love, Katrin.
Hey Silverlight, how's it going tonight? How was your weekend? was good. Celebrated Christmas with my family. Took family pictures. Gifts were mostly for my niece and nephew, but my family and some of my friends actually gifted me an iPad Air, the new one, because mine had gotten stolen back in February, and an Apple Pencil as well.
Bitte hilf mir, Kurt! Meine Gasmaske!
I gotta find this gas mask. Or a gas mask. And we had a hot pot for Christmas dinner. I guarantee one of those rooms will have one of those notes.
Wir werden verlieren, ich weiß es.
Oh, no, I won't do that yet. What's my objective right now? Finding the cat. Fixing the thing up. Find one like that. That's probably like not the big deal. Or at least not yet. Oh shoot, I think he did die. Dang it. I didn't know where to find the gas mask. I wonder if that was the case for this guy too. Okay. Any plans for New Year's? I still wonder where the gas mask was. Was it like right next to him? I just didn't see it. Oh, is it right here? Oh, I'm stupid. Dang. Well, I'll probably just have to replay this chapter. There he is. Okay, so there was a turn before that, I didn't even notice.
Danke, mein Freund.
Both sides fought to control a church, the largest landmark on the battlefield.
actually have two different types of gas masks. I'm over here looking for collectibles.
This will all be a bad dream.
Actually, I have not read through a lot of these. Let's see. Alright, this is from first. Oh, by the way, I went back and collected some of them that was missing. And then there's this video, which I haven't actually looked at yet.
Congratulations to have found all collectibles of part 1. Let's discover how we made this project possible at Artman and Digixart Studios. Hi, I'm Johan Faniz, the creative director of 1111 Memories Retold.
I'm Bram Tweem and I'm the art director for 1111. So it's my job to design, tickle and tease the visuals until they convey the story and moods that we want.
This game tries to say that nothing is black or white, and even more during war times.
What if we could took all those emotions that were left behind and do a game about them?
So at the beginning of Memories Retold development, it was really a linear story. But at some point we said, what if we let the player choose what character you want to play, when you want to play?
It's been special to lend a voice to a narrative that feels very refreshing and different within the context of the World War I experience in games.
The good thing with this game is that the player can decide, you are the master of the game. So I'm not very familiar with these video games, but I was deeply impressed how exciting that is.
Both characters will change during the story, and I want the players to feel that they've travelled with them.
Puzzles are there to be like, if this person was in World War I, what would they be doing at this point? You connect with what the characters do in the story.
I think the art style will help convey the emotional journey by the fact that we can use things subjectively. We can use our paint strokes, angles and colour palettes and our lighting to convey more convincingly and emotively the themes.
We control the painterly effect with a set of textures that will control brush size, brush type, brush direction, and that's like a second texture which just the painterly effect sees, and it'll read out all that information and start applying brushstrokes on top of it.
It is very tricky to get an engine to perform what we're trying to do because there's a lot of performance overheads, and there's also just the fact that what we're trying to do is pretty uniquely human. So when a human's doing a painting, they make thousands and thousands of decisions about what marks to make, what colours to use, and that's the challenge we took on. How do we actually teach a game engine to paint?
If just one person in the world kind of played it and got to the end of it and felt deep emotion, felt a connection to that moment in history and walked away like being thankful and thoughtful and considerate and overwhelmed by actually quite what had happened in history, then we'd have done a great thing.
Huh. Didn't expect it to be like a making of video. I'll probably try to watch those at the end. I missed one here. And I guess I'm at this one, these ones right now.
If only we could cut off their communication. What the hell are you doing? This is no place for photographer. Looking for Bennett. Last I saw, they're in that cemetery over there. We can't go further. Rich have pinned us in. If only we could cut off their communication.
Ich hab vorhin deine Katze weglaufen sehen. Geht es dir gut? Irgendwas hat dir wohl Angst gemacht. Sie rennt in Richtung Kirche.
much you can do in here.
Wants to find Barrett. Head to the cemetery.
I guess we thought we could gas him out, but the Germans held steady. I'd let the Major down recently. I wanted to prove myself, to make it up to him. Only, I didn't know how.
Aw. Whoever it was, I couldn't save him. Oh, another person. I need a gas mask thingy. Where are these darn gas masks? Why do I always gotta find them? That guy's dead. I couldn't. There's no way. I don't know where the darn gas masks are. For this section, at least.
Deine Katze ist irgendwo da vorn. Sie hat Angst, aber sie lebt noch.
I wasn't actually trying to get to you. Sorry. Because I know you have power armor. I'm sure you're fine.
She was safe. Thank God. I later wondered if she led me to that place on purpose. As if she knew something I did not. But I'm superstitious like that.
Where was that guy asking for help earlier? I'm pretty sure I'm too late for that, but... Oh no, you hear him. Where are you, Daniel?
Someone, please!
Now that sounds like it's coming from this side. You? No, thank you. Gosh darn it.
I don't want to die here! Help! Help me!
There you are. That must be you. But how do I... There we go.
Someone, please!
Hey, what the... Come on.
I owe you my life, friend. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Barrett passed by yelling for the Empire. He loves this war. Hi, Harry. Barrett's gone mad. He's gonna get himself killed. Fritz are holding us off from the tower. There's our goddamn artillery.
I remember it clearly. I saw a side of Barrett that day I'd never seen before, and that I wouldn't soon forget.
Barrett's asking for you, Harry.
Oh!
How's the Major still alive?
I didn't know there was a sniper. My bad. Oh, I see. That's your indication.
Every man has his demons.
You like that? You want some more? Barrett's up ahead. All day. Just talk to him.
The war
okay?
took its toll on all of us. Even Barrett.
Dude standing there like freaking Captain Morgan over there, and no one's trying to shoot him.
Over here, Harry. Get a photo of this. Just for me, eh?
Crazy
Take the damn picture, boy. That's an order.
I didn't see the shell. Didn't know what happened. But I knew I needed help.
Harry, bist du das? Das ist unglaublich.
What happened? Am I dead?
Beweg dich nicht, verstanden? Ich helfe dir. Nicht bewegen.
What are you doing? You're German.
Oh, okay.
Hier sind wir erstmal sicher. Wie geht es dir? Bist du verletzt?
Whoa. How am I still alive?
Hörst du? Da kommen Soldaten. Das klingt nach Deutschen. Versteck dich irgendwo, los.
Hey!
The guy's name is Thomas. The irony.
Kannst du uns helfen, Kurt? Wir hören immer wieder Geräusche. Da war etwas bei den Bänken. Ich bin nach.
He's facing away. No, I can't tell if he's facing away or not. Okay.
Kannst du uns helfen, Kurt? Wir hören immer wieder Geräusche.
Oh. Am I supposed to go out towards that window area? That can't be right. Or maybe I can see. Oh, I see.
Hast du hier Tommys gesehen, Kurt? Was machst du denn, Kurt? Da ist jemand hinter der Kiste. Da ist jemand! Ich habe auch was gehört. Sucht alles ab, Männer! Den erwischt ist der Mann. Was machst du hier, Kurt? Wenn du irgendwelche Tommys siehst, dann sag es uns.
Ich glaube, da hinten war was. Da hinten.
Hey, Kurt! Heb mal den Balken hoch! Muss da durch!
Oh, wait. Dang, tried so hard to.
Please, don't shoot. Don't shoot. I'm just a photographer. Understand?
Hey,
Photographer.
hey, Freunde, lasst ihn. Seht ihr nicht? Er hat doch keine Waffe. Lasst ihn. I tried to save him.
He tried to save me.
But I failed.
I mean, it looks like it was part of the story, but at least he doesn't look like, they executed him.
Psst. Hey, Birdman, wake up. Come with me. We don't got much time. You transfer out tomorrow, right? Well, this is your last chance to get your camera back. Come on.
I mean, thankfully this isn't World
I
War
don't want to
II.
get transferred to the country. I've heard stories.
With the concentration camps and all.
A prisoner of war, a phrase I'd never have understood back home in Canada. But there I was, 4 months into a stretch, at the pleasure of the German army. I was to be transferred out to the country. I'll never forget that last day. They'd taken my notebook, my camera. This was my last chance to get them back.
Come on, Harry.
I'll be right there, Julian. I gotta pick up notes.
Psst, come here. Hurry, quick. Come here. Hurry, quick.
You know what? Maybe I should look at some of these other stuff that I picked up, but never actually read them. I think starting from here. Okay, so for soldiers coming from far away, such as the USA or the British Empire, permission for leave is given to visit cities like Paris. Lots of entertainment venues and cabarets grow up near Montmartre. This ambiance contrasts strongly with the front just 300 kilometers away. False leave permissions circulate for soldiers who don't want to go back to the front. Some hide in Paris and policemen undertake checks and raids to find them and take them to court. The number of casualties is incredibly high, more than 1 million as of summer 1917. The bodies can't be brought home, so they are either left in no man's land or brought a few miles behind the lines and buried in giant cemeteries. The problem of identification is a major issue. Lots of bodies no longer have the identification tags after the terrible shell explosions. As a result, lots of unknown soldiers are buried, leaving many families without a body on which to focus their mourning. Some bodies are never recovered or found, leaving these men simply as missing. See, Paris is already a very famous city in 1917. The Eiffel Tower is just 20 years old and is a stunning monument that celebrates the golden age of the metal industry. Cars gradually replace horses in the streets. For those living behind the lines, life is not so different from before the war. This creates a great deal of anger in some soldiers who call them les planqués, the cowards of the rear. Women are asked to work in the factories and to send letters to soldiers to keep their morale up. The role of Marine de Guerre is created in France. Everyday newspapers report lists of casualties with names, regiments, and ages. See here. The number of field guns forged for the Great War is unbelievable. Over 3,000 pieces fire 4.5 million shells for the Battle of Passchendaele alone. Imagine the size and weight of the tube required to be able to project a 280 kilogram shell for many kilometers. Some models become very famous because of their efficiency and accuracy. It requires at least 3 men to operate each field gun. See, the famous dog tag is a useful tool for identification. Each country uses its own metal and shape. French ones like this are made of aluminum. Aluminum. However, this corrodes badly if left for a long time with blood on it. This makes the identification of bodies very difficult. The German one is by far the most practical, as it can be split into 2 parts without losing the name of the soldier on each one. This makes it easy to take the information back to the rear without risking losing the identity of the body. See, the symbol of the poppy probably comes from the Flanders region. After the terrible battles there in 1914, 1915, and 1917, the bodies left in no man's land fertilized the ground, and the next summer soldiers were surprised to discover pockets of poppies where the bodies had been. This very powerful image of beautiful flowers growing on human bodies is reported in many testimonies. The poppy is now the symbol of remembrance for the deaths of war, and many people wear one every 11th of November to pay tribute to them. It is easy to imagine that on the front, hygiene is a major issue. The lack of clean water showers or toilets puts soldiers in very difficult situations. Diseases spread by rats become as deadly as the war itself. The army tries to create a turnover so that soldiers can bathe at least once a week. This document is a bath ticket provided to soldiers. And unfortunately, you don't have the piece to distinguish between regular gas masks and German ones. The shape of the German gas mask creates a very frightening face, becoming a symbol of terror of this weapon. Many films are inspired by such masks and helmets. Yeah, they usually use that for horror games like Silent Hill or Metal Gear, which not a horror game, but yeah, Psycho Mantis. The alert has to be quick and efficient in case of gas attacks. Various tools are used, from big bells to electric buzzers to a cooking pan hit frenetically to tell everyone to put their masks on. Animals are used extensively to detect if an attack is taking place. The wind plays a huge role too, as it can indicate the moment when an attack is possible depending on its direction. Okay. It's a lot of reading all at once.
Psst, come here. Hurry, quick.
I'll be right with you. Give me a smidgen. Probably okay to talk to this guy.
I sat watching them in the officers' quarters last night. Damn Fritz. They were stuffing their faces, laughing.
Come on, Harry.
I mean, it happens on the other side, too. Actually, a lot of the beginning of the game was like that.
Come on, Harry. Just leave me alone. Come on, Harry.
I actually don't really know where he is. Not looking for him right now, but when I need to progress. I can kind of hear him. I mean, I can hear him, but I don't know exactly. Like, is this him?
Psst, come here. Hurry, quick.
I think that is him. Okay.
Da kannst du nicht rein. Raus hier.
Okay, I wasn't trying to go in.
Hurry, quick.
Post office.
Psst, come here. Hurry, quick.
Like I can go up to that corner over there.
What's the point?
Could be worse. At least the weather is nice enough. And I'd rather be here than in the trenches.
Come on, Harry.
Die Reihe einhalten!
Okay, that might be it. At least for now. Oh wait, isn't it there right here? I don't see anything.
Come here, hurry, quick!
Nope.
Come on, Harry.
And then, yep, no, that's it. Alright, Julian.
Come on, Harry.
So, on cleaning duty this morning, I went through all their cupboards. I got your camera, your notebook, and anything else with your name on. I stashed it all together. It's ready to go. Listen, I'm on a break, but they got me cleaning the guard block again. You know what that means? Today's the day, Birdman. Shift starts again soon, and there's only one guard right now. Come on.
Come on, Harry.
Come on, man.
Psst, come here. Hurry, quick.
Okay, Birdman, time to do your thing. Wait until I'm inside. You distract the Fritz, and I'll get your stuff. I'll meet you out back. I've already stashed your things. I just need a distraction, like we discussed, right?
Psst, come here. Hurry, quick.
Don't tell me that. You just told me the plan. What I need you?
Komm rein, Julia.
I need to do something with the pigeon. There we go.
Blöde Gefangene. Jemand sollte sie alle erschießen. Alle.
Come on, Harry.
How that plan works is beyond me.
Here's your stuff. Go hide it in your bunk before anyone sees.
I had to hide them. A stack of letters. Months worth. The guards have been holding all of our mail. Now you'd think, that many letters from Julia, I'd have torn them open. But if I got caught, I'd never get out. I had to hide them. It was torture.
Were there a bunch of letters from Julia, though? Alright.
Du, Gefangener! Weg von dem Zaun oder ich schieße!
Can't I stay here? I'll work until the war's over, then I can go home.
I wonder what's the deal here.
I'd also forgotten that Kurt had given me his address, back in Vimy. He lived on a farm, and I was due to be transferred out to the country. It gave me an idea, and I knew just the man who could help. Yes.
Dear Katrin, 4 months of asking and still they do not grant my leave. All that is left is my duty now. I wake some mornings forgetting why I came here in the first place. The only thing that keeps me going, the only light I see are these letters home to you and our darling daughter. The weather here has turned a lot colder. I ride surrounded by snow. Please tell Lucy.
Let's see here. Aw. I'm guessing I missed something for the church option. Now, let's go with this one.
So I had Kurt's address, and was to be transferred to the country the next day. If anyone knew how to change a movement order, it would be my friend Julian.
Change the address on your movement orders? Impossible. You're crazy. You can try, but it's your funeral, Birdman. Follow me. Right in the cabinet at the back. But that's the officers' quarters. You're not getting in there without a damn good distraction.
Soccer. I hadn't played since I was at school. I hated sports. I was never any good at them. But, for my plan, I didn't need to be.
You kick the ball at somebody?
Wow, no more football for us. Our ball's stuck on the roof.
Oh. Okay. Ah, right.
I can't believe it, Harry. Thank you so much.
How have you not named the bird by now?
You want to play? Come on. Okay, wait until I'm ready, and then shoot.
One lucky kick was all I needed, and I got it. That ball was my way in.
That's pretty damn close. First discharge. See. With the amount of experienced soldiers who have been wounded or killed, the various armies are running short on men by 1918. Morale is low and populations are fatigued. Strikes spread in France and the situation seems critical. However, the USA enters the war in 1917 and, in time, the soldiers will be trained and deployed to potentially change the outcome of the conflict.
Teufel soll das? Hier liegt überall Glas. Ah, schon wieder dieser dämliche Ball.
I have to do something with the bottle first.
Jeden Tag immer das Gleiche. Verfluchter Krieg.
Aha. There's one more. That's probably it. Okay. Or I missed it. Okay.
I was on the train before I had the chance to finally read Julia's letters. I was so distracted. I didn't even care if I was going to Kurt's farm or not. My heart was pounding.
Dear Harry, thank you for all the wonderful photos you send to me. I received no reply from my last letter. Please write back. My dearest Harry, I will not believe harm has come to you. I cannot bear the thought of a world without you in it. I love you, Julia.
And for the first time, those letters carried the scent of her sweet, sweet perfume. I had to get home.
It had been nearly a year since I had seen my home, since I had seen my family. I could not sleep. At home, I dreamt of war. At war, I dreamt of home. As long as I was home, I would take care of my family. I had 10 days at home and barely knew where to begin. I knew only that Lucy needed me.
I didn't even see anything there.
I could not even bring myself to enter my son's room.
What if he was hiding there the whole time?
Darf ich etwas Brot haben, Papa? Wo ist mein Bruder, Papa? Hast du ihn gefunden? Mama sagt, du erzählst nicht gerne vom Krieg. Warum, Papa? Mama sagt, wir haben nichts zu essen, weil Krieg ist. Warum braucht der Krieg das ganze Essen, Papa?
You're asking some hard questions right now, Ritzy.
Hat Lottie dir im Krieg geholfen, Papa?
Lottie. Is Lottie the cat?
Ist Lottie eine deutsche Katze, Papa?
Oh, it is.
Was hat sie in Frankreich gemacht?
Finally gave it a name. Okay, it's Lottie.
Ich möchte eine große Scheibe, Papa.
Es tut mir leid, Liebes. Dieses Stück Brot muss lange reichen.
Meinst du, ich kann auch mal in den Krieg, Papa? Ich will auch gegen den Feind kämpfen, wie du.
Feels like very heavy bread. Which could be accurate.
Ich habe
I'm not
solchen Hunger, Papa. Wenn wir den Krieg gewinnen, gibt es dann wieder Essen? Was hältst du von dem Namen Lottie, Papa? Passt er zu ihr?
Ja. I ain't opened the last drawer.
Warst du immer noch an der Flugmaschine? Mama hat gesagt, du hättest im Schlaf geschrien. Ist alles in Ordnung? Papa, können wir Lottie für immer behalten? Danke, Papa. Du hast mir gefehlt.
Guten Morgen, Kurt. Ich habe Dr. Siegfrieds Stethoskop aus dem Dorf mitgebracht. Für Luzi. Luzi, hast du dein Brot gegessen? Wir brauchen Feuerholz, Kurt. Oh, wir brauchen frisches Wasser aus dem Brunnen, Kurt. Holst du bitte etwas?
Things were different at home. Weird. We have all changed, I fear. Maybe it was Lucy's illness. Maybe it was the war. But I never mentioned Max, for I could not speak of my failure.
Oh, okay. Some pieces of firewood. There are notes. Okay. Probably need Lottie for that. It's just yeah. Inside? Trophy for playing the game. Where do I put the water? Oh, there you go. There it is.
I did what I could, but we remained hungry.
To most on the Allied side, Germany was a machine, efficient and relentless. But there were people starving on that train, people that needed help.
Ich habe solchen Hunger.
Du hast in diesem Wagen nichts verloren, Gefangener. Raus hier! Verschwinde.
Geh weg. Was ist?
I remember a carriage of wounded German soldiers. Some gestured to me for food. I wasn't the hero Julia thought I was. I couldn't help these people. But I could take photos. One day, I thought, when I'm back in Canada, I'll show people what happened.
Okay, I'll get back to doing that. That's my main task.
You know, they let the prisoners walk around, as long as we don't cause trouble.
Was glotzt du so? Geh weg!
Ah, there we go.
I remember that little girl so clearly. She was alone, and she was hungry. I couldn't just leave her. Maybe the adults on board could spare a little food.
I just say photography. Yes. Huh. See, the logistics and transfer of the wounded on both sides triggers a new system of organization. The wounded are treated at the front, sorted by urgency, and then transferred to the right location at the rear depending on their wounds. Trains are organized so that certain wagons have beds to allow wounded to lie down, but the movement of the train doesn't reduce the pain of those suffering severe wounds. Morphine is extensively used to ease their pain.
Man hört so einiges. Alles Mörder. Ob es im Dorf wohl mehr Lebensmittel gibt? Ja, ich habe Greta gebeten, uns eine Brotration aufzunehmen. Wir könnten daraus Suppe kochen. Vielleicht reicht sie sogar für alle.
Mörder! Hau ab!
Whoever that chocolate belonged to, they'd be happy to feed a starving child. Or that's what I told myself anyway.
Aber sag's nicht weiter. Ich habe etwas Fleisch überschnitten. Hast du dabei?
But who's the child he's talking about?
Was machst du hier?
Schokolade? Hey, er hat Schokolade. Was? Danke. Ich habe aber nichts, was ich dir geben könnte.
Okay.
So lasse ich mich nicht fotografieren.
Was ist los? Schokolade. Schokolade? Was für ein Luxus. Danke. Vielen Dank.
Generous trophy. Let's see. That must be the little girl over here, right?
Mörder! Du hast hier nichts verloren. Raus hier!
That little girl? I'm not too sure which one moves the story forward.
Oh, danke für die Schokolade.
And for some reason, it reminded me of the man whose life I accidentally sent Allied intelligence to. The German and his cat.
Hier, Lotti. Hier, Lotti. Hey, Lotti. Hey, Lotti. Hey, Lotti.
Oh shoot.
Hey, Lotti.
Can I get down?
Lotti ist so lustig. Lotti ist so lustig. Lotti, Lotti.
I see another collectible down there that I missed somehow.
Hier, Lotti.
Wie ich sehe, fühlst du dich schon wie zu Hause. Du bist hier immer willkommen, aber geh nicht in mein Bett. Hey, Lotti, was machst du denn da?
Lotti, Lotti.
Sorry, real quick.
Lotti ist so lustig. Hier, Lotti.
Ah, I missed the butterfly thingy. I thought there's a... Ah, there we go. I was gonna say there's a pigeon.
Lotti ist so lustig.
So I guess I missed the...
Kätzchen.
That as the note, but it's left behind a note anyways, so...
Hey, Lotti.
Ah, there's a butterfly.
Was machst du hier, Lotti?
Oh geez, now I have to jump down.
Hier, Kätzchen. Lotti. Komm hierher.
Oh no.
I did what I could, but Lucy remained ill.
Okay. Let's see. With men being at the front, women have to take charge of all tasks in the countryside. The status of women in society evolves a great deal during this period as a result of their war work. Prisoners of war are assigned to specific farms to help women there, sometimes creating ambiguous situations. Depending on the family, these prisoners could be treated well or very badly. In the villages, the prisoners may be bullied by the locals, depending on their nationality. The police are often asked to reduce tension and protect prisoners according to their Hague conventions. Oh, that's why he was talking about being transferred there. I was gonna say that doesn't make sense. How I'm talking about Harry, but how would he get directly transferred
Hey.
to that address?
Kurt, komm schnell! Wir brauchen dich! Oh.
I wish I knew how to help my little girl. I came home to see my wife and my daughter, to spend time with my family, and yet none of us spoke. I thought I could come home from the war. I thought I could leave it behind. But I understand now, Katrin, and I'm sorry. I can never leave the war behind. The war follows me wherever I go.
Harry's already here? Huh.
Hey.
Sure enough, I found myself on Kurt's doorstep. I didn't know how he'd react. It's one thing being friends with the enemy in a tunnel underground, but another being friends out in the open. I needn't have worried, though. Kurt and his family were kind to me. They took me in, gave me a bed to sleep in, cooked me meals. In return, I helped out on the farm and did what I could around the house. A few days later, Kurt took me to a nearby village. There were things his family needed. Lucy, his daughter, was sick, and Germany was struggling to feed itself by that time. Everyone was hungry.
"7 months till peace." Alright.
So while I looked for food, Kurt looked for medicine for his little girl. Kurt trusted me with one of his ration tickets, but people weren't too friendly.
Oh, I can choose the cat. Oh man, this is gonna be a lot of exploring. See what I can do with Lottie
I
first.
couldn't believe Kurt still had that cat. She was a funny little creature. You could often see her on the rooftops, chasing birds, I guess.
I was trying to remember what the music reminded me of when you play as Lottie, and it's from the house in Fata Morgana. When the chapter switches to the brother and sister. Something I do here to get notes? Or with the cat, I mean?
Hey. Ich verstehe. Du bist Kurts Diener. Hier, nimm das Brot.
Before I do that...
Mörder, hau ab!
Alles kommt wieder in Ordnung.
Du! Geh weg!
Very rude of me, just walking right into his garden.
Er hätte längst öffnen müssen.
Was gefunden?
I actually don't exactly remember where those notes were. Oh wait, actually it's right there. This should be another one on the opposite side. Okay. Is it all bread? Looks like it's all bread.
Da kommst du nicht rein. Und hier gibt's nichts für dich.
Raus!
Oh, okay.
Was haben wir denn da? Das ist der Kriegsgefangene, der Kanadier. Ist er nicht ein hübsches Kerlchen?
Sag sowas nicht, Edith. Das ist der Feind. Er ist ein Mörder.
Ach, Mörder oder nicht, er ist ein sehr stattlicher junger Mann. Mehr sag ich ja nicht.
This is German ration ticket, not yours. You bet ticket, then we play.
Frieda, dein Englisch ist ausgezeichnet.
If you win, you get food. If you lose, we get ticket. Come play.
I'm not gonna lose Kurt's ticket. So I'm sure I can do that with Kurt.
Mörder.
Okay. So that's a no.
Geh. Weg.
So it's probably just the first guy then. Oh, it's a kid.
Eine Essensmarke? Wir haben noch ein Leib.
Ah.
Nur für Sie.
I finally found a loaf of bread. Food for Kurt's family.
Mit dir spielen wir nicht mehr, Kurt. Du bist einfach zu
Oh
gut.
no, are you kidding me? Was I only able to play with the dude? God dang it.
Ich halte es nicht mehr aus. Ich kann nicht mehr.
Wir nehmen heute keine Patienten auf. Kurt, ich habe das von Dr. Siegfrieds Jung und Klaus Bruder gehört. So viel Leid, so wenig Freude. Wann ist das alles denn endlich vorbei? Hoffentlich bringst du mir eines Tages gute Neuigkeiten über meinen Gregor. Kurt, So viel. Hoffentlich bringst du mir eines Tages gute Neuigkeiten über meinen
Kurt,
Gregor.
ich habe Klaus das von seinem Bruder erzählt. War das richtig? Jetzt ist er völlig verzweifelt. Gebrochen. Hätte ich nur nichts gesagt. Aber ich danke dir, Kurt, dass du uns die Wahrheit gesagt hast. Ah, das hier habe ich beim Aufräumen gefunden. Schau mal.
Oh, that never happens.
Hey.
See, life in 1918 is still very rural and based on agriculture. The main way to buy products is through street markets. The price of things can increase considerably due to naval blockades, making certain items rarer and more valuable. People are encouraged to cultivate efficient vegetables such as potatoes and other types of nutritious legumes.
Der Tommy hier ist also dein Gefangener? Er kann das Brot haben, wenn's für dich ist.
I can go into that one building I couldn't before too, probably. Though I don't know which one's exactly Dr. Siegfried, so I don't want to talk to the wrong person. Oh wait, this was him, wasn't it?
Entschuldigung, Mama hat gesagt, kein Essen ohne Marke.
Die finden das gar nicht komisch, wenn man hier reingeht. Glaub's mir.
Kein Kämpfen mehr. Keine Waffen. Bitte, lieber Gott.
Hey Kurt, geht's dir gut? Du weißt doch, du kannst hier nicht rein.
Okay.
Die Kopfwunde meines Sohnes. Er sieht so anders aus. Dr. Siegfried hat sein Bestes getan. Aber mein Sohn kann in keinen Spiegel sehen. Vielleicht kann der Doktor Luzi helfen. Hast du ihn gefragt?
Moment, ich komme schon.
Ich kann nicht glauben, dass von meinem Sohn nur noch eine Uniform bleibt.
Is that him that just came to the door?
Kurt, wie schön, dich wiederzusehen. Dieser Krieg. Nicht zumindest wurde Jonas anständig begraben. Dank dir, Kurt. Jonas hat uns vielleicht verlassen, aber deine Tochter ist noch bei uns. Diese Pflanze könnte helfen. Koch sie in Wasser, gib Luzi den Sud zu trinken. Entschuldige mich, Kurt. Ich möchte allein sein. Viel Glück, mein Freund.
Now I could take care of Luzi. I could work on my plan for Harry.
Plan for Harry.
It was then Kurt showed me his plan. Seemed like he wanted to build a balloon. At the time, I had no idea why. A real hot air balloon. And he wanted my help.
Dude, Kurt's such a good
Commentary.
I sure hoped Kurt knew what he was doing.
Hey, was soll das denn werden?
I'm guessing I can't play cards with those little ladies anymore. Because I don't have the food ticket. Or they're just not there. Okay, that works too.
Ich mache Pause. All das hier aufzuräumen ist harte Arbeit. Keine Sorge, Kurt. Das schaffe ich schon allein.
One more. Oh, here it is.
The inn opened its doors to the public. I knew Kurt was looking for a barrel. This was good timing. But would they let me in? I was the enemy after all.
Try me to be Kurt.
Vor dem Krieg konnte ich immer schlafen. Das ist vorbei.
Was passiert, wenn wir einfach nicht zurückgehen?
Ich lasse dich nicht gehen, Oscar, hörst du? Du gehst nie wieder zurück.
Immer mit der Ruhe, Mutter. Wir haben eine ganze Woche zusammen.
Schön, dich wiederzusehen, Kurt. Ich hoffe, Luzi geht's besser. Erzähl mir doch mal von deiner Katze, Kurt. Es heißt, du hast sie im Niemandsland gefunden.
The innkeeper sure seemed good at talking, and Kurt gave him someone to talk to. The perfect distraction.
Du hast sie im Niemandsland gefunden. Unglaublich. Eins muss ich ihr lassen. Sie sagte, raus!
Damn it. I noticed there was something on the ground.
Glück. Ich mag mir gar nicht vorstellen, wie das so ist. Ich sagte,
Are you kidding me?
Ich mag mir gar nicht vorstellen. In Zeiten wie diesen bin ich froh, dass ich keine Familie habe. Meine Gäste sind meine Familie. Du bist wie mein Bruder, Kurt. Ich habe das von deiner kleinen Luzi gehört, Kurt. Hoffentlich geht's ihr bald besser. Der Sohn eines Mannes in Dornheim war auch krank. Er hat sich komplett erholt. Hast du das vom Roten Baron gehört, Kurt? Eine echte Tragödie. Das heißt, er hätte Hunderte abgeschossen. Die Tommies haben ihn angeblich mit militärischen Ehren bestattet. Gehört sich auch so. Hast du das vom Roten Baron gehört, Kurt? Eine echte Tragödie. Das heißt, er hätte Hunderte abgeschossen. Die Tommies haben ihn angeblich mit militärischen Ehren bestattet. Gehört sich auch so. Ich habe das von deiner kleinen Luzi gehört, Kurt. Hoffentlich geht's ihr bald besser.
Remember, I had no idea what was going on. What use did Kurt have for a balloon? But whatever I said on the long walk home, Kurt's response was always the same. He pointed toward the sky.
Just trying to get you home, man.
So that is what happened, Katrin. I took these things from the village. I made a plan to help the man who I believed to be the hero, to repay my debt for the time he saved my life, and for the time he sent Allied intelligence to help me. I wanted to build a balloon for him. I wanted to send him home, to set him free.
Before I met Kurt, I imagined any German would kill me as soon as look at me. And I guess that's because of the stories I was told, you know? To folks back home, he would have been an evil Hun. But he was also a father. He was also a husband. And he was also my friend.
But I was too quick to trust the Canadian. Too quick to call him a friend. I see now how foolish I've been. I see now I was wrong.
That's not a good.
But Kurt wanted to build a balloon, and I think he meant to build it for me.
What was my objective here? Oh, I need to move stuff in here. I see you, man. There we go. Alright, Alps Village. See, the Alps are a huge mountain range. Certain areas of these mountains are at the middle of the conflict in Italy and France, but other areas are safe, such as Switzerland, as it has not part in the conflict. The contrast between these beautiful landscapes and the war raging 100 miles away put prisoners and the lightly wounded in a safer position. Therefore, the reason some men were caught as prisoners or left lightly wounded became more suspicious as the war continued. German letter. See. Transcription. My dearest, thank you for your letter. I also received one from B. I am not feeling well. For a frontline soldier, retreating means a constant run to save one's life. On 8 October, we had to run again. An inferno artillery fire, Tommies as far as the eyes could see, tanks and aircraft. Right now I'm sitting with the baggage train, tasked to write after-action reports. We will have to hold this position for a few days, and when it continues, I trust in my luck and my long legs. This is the way it is over here. We have spent the last 14 days at the front, brought forward in trucks which drove us to wherever we were needed, until reaching unconsciousness, mud-caked and with a beard like Barbarossa. Then on October 8th at 6 in the morning the pounding started. Smoke, gas, and high explosive shells were bursting all around us, and soon machine guns started thrashing us as well. Fighting, and with a strange inner calm, I waded through the infernal fire, death and perdition all around me. A shell splinter ripped open the upper part of my shoe, and I wish it had taken the foot. Now our feet are sore from running, and Tommy is following hard on our heels. There's some comfort in knowing that it cannot last long any more. When it is over, you will be my little bride. Then we will work and build ourselves a cozy nest, just like the swallows do. I know you have always been dreaming to own your own shop. I do not dream, but I often think of you. Too often I think about the loved ones at home and my thoughts turn melancholic. It is hard to dream when you are constantly facing the worst. I am almost the only survivor of our old company, and who knows if I will make it through. There won't be a lot of letters from me in the near future. There is nothing I can do about it. A comrade will take this letter with him. I greet and kiss you. Anonymous. Probably it. One more quick look around, see if the pigeon can get me any other ones that I'm missing. Doesn't look like it. Oh! Hey.
Something was wrong.
Was
My
quite a
daughter
scream.
didn't normally call out like that. She didn't make a fuss.
What happened? Oh, shoot. You don't understand, man.
At the time, I thought maybe there'd been an accident and he needed my help. It never occurred to me
Oh,
that I'd
that
done
was
anything wrong.
no.
It just never occurred to me.
That was Max.
Das ist er. Das ist er. Das ist mein Sohn. Und du hast dieses Bild gemacht. Du warst dort. Ist er tot? Du Mörder!
I was as surprised as Kurt. I didn't know who Max was. It's like the picture of his son triggered something in him. Flipped a switch. You could see it in his eyes. Before we knew it, he packed up early, went back to war, and took a bunch of my photos with him.
Germany is interested only in its final push on the Western Front. They believe they can take Paris. I've not come here for Paris. By chance, I've been reunited with Franz. I haven't seen him since Vimy. Franz is built for war. Cold and detached, he sees the Tommy as vermin. I never used to understand him, but I do now. He will be a valuable ally.
Dang.
He has agreed to help me find the man in the picture.
So that was it. Kurt left. Me? I resolved to build that balloon. I didn't know if I could do it without Kurt, but I knew I had to try. It was a long shot, but I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in Germany. And back home, there was Julia.
Gotta play as Harry.
So I'd build that balloon. Truth be told, there was not much else I could do. I was always grateful to Katrine. Even after everything that happened, she let me stay in the house. Maybe she just liked the company. I don't know. I helped in whatever way I could, and the three of us kind of fell into a routine.
Ich hab Hunger.
No.
Not important. How about this one? I'm guessing not. No markers are coming up.
Noch keine Nachricht von Kurt heute. Ich versuche mir keine Sorgen zu machen.
Ich habe Hunger, Harry. Ist noch Brot da? Du bist lustig, Harry. Du bist so albern und du bringst mich zum Lachen. Geh nicht weg, Harry. Bleib doch für immer in Deutschland.
Oh no. Let me explore first. Oh, well, I guess I can.
Eine große Scheibe, eine große Scheibe. Harry.
That day, the postman gave me a letter. And for once, it wasn't from Julia. The postmark was from Newport, in Belgium.
Ein Brief für Harry Lambert.
Harry, my boy. It took me forever to track you down. I've thought of you often since Passchendaele. And I'm sorry, Harry. For everything. For dragging you into this war. For leaving you there. I swore to protect you and I failed. An officer is only as good as his men. And you are the finest of men, Harry. If you'll take one final order from your old major, it's this. Go home, Harry. The first chance you get. Go home to your girl. You've got the uniform now. I know it's the only reason you joined. She'll love it. With respect and friendship. Barrett.
Wir müssen über die Brücke, bevor sie gesprengt wird, Kurt!
As we move against the Allies, as everyone focuses on the attack, I focus on one thing. I focus on the man in the picture. I will find him for you, Katrin. And I will find the truth.
Komm schon, Kurt! Wir brauchen deine Hilfe! Die Brücke wird bald gesprengt! Beeil uns! Kurt, wir müssen sofort Verstärkung anfordern! Beeilung! Fordere den Luftangriff an, bevor sie die Brücke sprengt! Beeilung, Kurt! Die Brücke wird bald gesprengt! Beeilung!
Das ist ein Breitbandfunkgerät.
Wir
Vielleicht
müssen über die
findest du etwas
Brücke,
über die
bevor sie
Alliierten heraus.
I don't know what you're saying because I did find a thing.
Vielleicht kommt auf der anderen Frequenz noch mehr über die Alliierten.
The Major? Last time I saw him was when the shell hit at Passchendaele. I couldn't believe he survived it. I guess what they said in the trenches was true. The war just couldn't kill him. Work on the balloon was slow. I had no idea what I was doing.
Hast du etwas von Papa gehört? Du und Papa bleibt für immer Freunde, das weiß ich. Danke, Harry.
Okay.
Danke, Harry. Danke, Harry. Danke, Harry.
The average age of soldiers is decreasing rapidly following the high number of casualties. At the beginning of 1914, soldiers were mostly over 20 years old, but there was quickly a need for more. Soon, men from 16 years old will join the war on both sides. Thing will be jammed. Oh, I see. No, it was blocking the thing. Okay.
I barely even understood Kurt's plans, but he did, wherever he was.
Dear Catherine, the offensive of Paris failed. We are forced to retreat to Germany. Yet today, I made progress for the first time. I know his name now.
Which one did I just get? Was it Great Retreat? I think it was. Under the pressure of French, British, and American attacks, the Germans are forced to retreat. The summer of 1918 is one of the most devastating for the German army. Thousands of soldiers are walking back toward Germany, and all the land gained in the spring offensive is lost. Postcard. Rivers are natural barriers in both ancient wars and today. Bridges across them are key strategic points that need to be either maintained and functional or destroyed to block the enemy advance. The Germans attempt the Great Offensive in spring 1918. With Russia having been knocked out of the war, thousands of their troops from the Eastern Front are sent to the Western Front to assist the German attack there, which eventually begins to push towards Paris. This is the Oise River in June, where the attack eventually stops, marking the final turning point of World War I.
Du suchst nach den Kanadiern? Da hinten haben wir einen zurückgelassen.
Die Tommys haben Scharfschützen in diesem Gebiet. Geh lieber nicht weiter.
Every Canadian I capture either claims ignorance or simply misunderstands. They all look at me as if I'm some kind of madman. But this one understood, and this one recognized the man in the picture.
Uh-oh. That was close.
Kill me! I'm no threat to you! Is that Major Barrett? I don't know where he is, I swear!
Barrett, Catherine. His name is Barrett.
I daydreamed a lot back then. If I could finish that balloon, I thought, maybe somehow I could escape. Maybe somehow I could get back to Julia.
I just noticed a rifle right here. Kurt's hunting rifle. How close I am to the end, if at all. It would seem like I'm getting close to the end. Not want this. Well, I'll take it anyways.
Lucy braucht ihren Vater. Sie muss wissen, dass er in Sicherheit ist. Ich weiß nicht, was wir ohne sie machen würden, Harry. Ich hoffe, Kurt verzeiht mir, dass ich sie hier im Haus behalte.
Ich will nicht, dass der Krieg aufhört, weil du dann nach Hause fährst.
Ah, so sweet.
Darf ich das Foto sehen, Harry? Wunderschön. Ich wünschte, wir hätten vor seiner Abreise ein Bild mit Kurt gemacht. Darf ich das Foto sehen, Harry?
Du und Papa sind noch Freunde, oder?
Ja. Where's my... Oh, finish the balloon. Let's avoid the balloon for a bit. Letters from prisoners are heavily censored. An intelligent and efficient way of allowing prisoners to write home without giving out secret information is this example of a pre-filled letter with only boxes to tick. These made life easier for the prison guards, but did not help families worrying about their captive relatives. These cards were also useful for soldiers who were not literate. Cards were also useful for soldiers who were not literate or who had trouble writing. Many soldiers from rural areas had these problems. Wow, I can't read.
As the months went by, Katrine kept me updated about Kurt. She'd point to maps to show me where he was, explain as best she could. Kurt sure didn't give up easy.
I didn't get to turn that wheel on top. I should have turned that wheel first.
Kurt, das ist Ihr Übersetzer. Was für ein Glück. Bring ihn zum Reden, Kurt. Der hier versteht jedes Wort.
Was wollen Sie denn von mir? Bitte, ich habe einen Sohn. Ich habe das Foto noch nie gesehen. Das schwöre ich. Moment, das ist doch Major Barrett. Sind Sie hinter dem her?
Er weiß etwas. Man sieht's an seinen Augen.
Angeblickt ist er durchgedreht. Er würde abgezogen.
Droh ihm, Kurt. Er hat Angst.
Er ist jetzt am Meer stationiert, in Newport. Mehr weiß ich nicht.
He is in Newport, Katrin, and I will find him. I will find Barrett. It's only a matter of time.
Katrine showed me the letter. Kurt's search for Barrett had led him to the Belgian coast. He'd found him. Whatever Kurt's plan was, it wasn't going to end well. And Katrine knew it. She begged me to save her husband. I didn't know if I could find Kurt. Hell, didn't know if I wanted to. But I did have the balloon. And one crazy idea.
I suppose they will call me a deserter now. But I never cared for this war anyway. I only ever cared for Max. Our son, my boy.
Katrine gave me a map of Europe and Kurt's old hunting rifle. I don't know which one of us was more surprised that the balloon even floated.
Oh, man. Armistice Day. Ooh. I kinda wanna do Kurt.
The world would have his armistice, and I would have my answers. I know you think I've changed. Perhaps you even think I'm mad. But I did what I had to do for our family, Katrin. And I found him. I found Major Barrett.
Oi, what are you doing here, filthy Fritz? Nearly the armistice, anyhow. You lost, Fritz. You lost.
Ah, Miller. More wine.
I thought I was here to take photographs, sir.
You are here to get me wine. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Alcohol. This comic piece of official propaganda presents King George V, an example of abstinence from alcohol. This is a friendly but futile attempt considering the amount of alcohol that each army brought to the front during the war. The psychological violence of war also pushed a lot of people into severe alcoholism. I don't know why I had trouble just saying that.
How many, I wonder? How many lives lost under Major Barrett's command? They were just boys. Christ. They were just children. I sent better men than me to their deaths. I robbed better men than me of their sons. But it's over now. It's over. No more. Enough.
You can't see the war from the ground, because on the ground, you are the war. I'll never forget that moment, because in that moment, I truly understood what I'd been a part of. But I was tired, and I needed sleep. I barely knew which way was up anymore. What the hell was I even doing here? Maybe Kurt found Barrett days ago. Hell, maybe Kurt was already dead.
Miller! Wine!
Yes, sir. Coming, sir. Photograph the armistice, he said. You'll be famous, he said. All I'm doing is fetching wine for an alcoholic.
The signature of the armistice is the result of a complex process in which both sides communicate their conditions and attempt to negotiate. The agreement is signed just after 5 a.m. on November 11, 1918. Both sides agree on a 6-hour window to allow the news to reach their soldiers. 11 a.m. on November 11th is agreed as the moment when the fighting will stop. What the heck? Is a drunk guy just sitting here? That's Miller.
Miller! For the love of all that is holy, where the hell is my wine?
What an odd.
He was a good photographer, that Harry. A good lad. I should never have brought him into all this. I hope you made it home to your girl, Harry. To your old life.
Oh, I just missed him.
Ugh, Kurt. Did I even want to save a man who didn't trust me?
Und du hast dieses Bild gemacht. Du warst dort. Ist er tot? Du Mörder.
To him, I wasn't a friend. To him, I was the enemy now. A true friend would have heard me out. A true friend wouldn't have assumed the worst. I always thought if you cared about someone, that was unconditional, right?
The Fritz awakes, I see. I would apologize for knocking you out, Fritz, but, well, I'm just not sorry. But I am curious about these little souvenirs of yours. So many German casualties must be quite painful to look at. That's what you get for starting a war, I suppose. It's over now, Fritz. You lost.
Du hast mir meinen Sohn genommen.
Come on, Fritz. Give me something to work with here. What else have we got here? How did you get this picture? Are you a spy or something?
Es interessiert mich ein Dreck, was du sagst. Genau wie deine Fotos. Einen Dreck. Was hast du mit meinem Sohn gemacht?
You should try opening up more, Fritz. I sense a lot of pent-up aggression.
He's gonna get that picture of his son. It's not gonna be good.
Let's try another. Hang on a second. These look an awful lot like pictures taken by a friend of mine. These are Harry Lambert's photos. What did you do to him? I'm listening, Fritz.
Du kennst ihn. Dessen Namen ich nicht mehr ausspreche. Er widert mich an, genau wie du. Er hat gesehen, wie sie meinen Sohn gefangen hielten und nichts getan. Nichts!
So, there I was, right before the armistice, mid-air in a homemade balloon. I was free up there, free to choose. Did I risk my life for a man who hated me? Or live the life I always imagined? Share my photos with the world? Go home?
Yo, man, Kurt helped you out a lot,
dude. This is you in this picture. What the hell happened? Did you kill him? Is he dead? Answer me! If I found out you hurt Harry, you will beg me to kill you quickly.
Ich bin nicht hier, über ihn zu sprechen. Er ist mir egal, wie du mir egal bist. Ich bin deinetwegen hier. Ich will dich, Major Barrett.
Oh, he knows my name. Ha ha! This just keeps getting better.
Ja, ich kenne deinen Namen. Und ich kenne diesen Harry. Ich kenne euch. Ist er dein Sklave, dein Lakai? Hilft er dir für Ruhm und Ehre, Unschuldige zu töten? Er ist noch schlimmer als du. Er ist ein Feigling mit einer Kamera, der glaubt, er wäre ein Held.
You are the finest of men, Harry.
I cannot bear the thought
Really?
of a world without you in it. I love you.
Man.
Now and always.
You can't save Kurt, you don't deserve to.
Go home, Harry. The first chance you get. Go home to your girl. Last picture, Fritz. So what about this one? Found this one in your inside pocket. What's so special about it, Fritz? Hang on a minute. That's me. Now you've really got my attention. And who's this young fellow I'm threatening?
Finger weg von dem Bild. Finger weg, du Mörder! Du... Erinnerst du dich an ihn, Barrett? Weißt du überhaupt, wie er heißt?
Sein Name ist Max Waldner und er ist ein guter Mann. Er hat an diesen Krieg geglaubt und er wollte die Welt verändern. Er ist mein Sohn. Mein Sohn. Und du hast ihn mir genommen. Wo ist er jetzt? Sag mir, was mit Max geschehen ist. Oder ich schwöre beim Allmächtigen, bei allem, was mir heilig ist.
Oh, Fritz, I have no idea what you're saying.
Noch keine Nachricht von Retold. Ich versuche mir keine Sorgen zu machen. Nun, sie braucht ihren Vater. Sie muss wissen, dass er in Sicherheit ist.
Du und Papa bleibt immer Freunde. Das weiß ich.
You should never have come here, Fritz. You see, to me, you're just one last little bit of war left to fight. We're moments away from peace, you and I. Funny in a way. How about a photo? For posterity. You understand? I'll get the camera.
Wow, that was a little easy. You did not do a good job there, Major.
Lose not. That drunkard. I do not remember it clearly, but I escaped and I ran.
Oh, okay.
Fritz!
Oh, you can see the balloon.
I made up my mind. I had a friend, and he needed my help. I wanted to help Kurt, but for all I knew, he'd kill me. So I let the pigeon go. I wasn't far away now, and the bird had found Kurt before. I hoped she would again. But first, I had to land, and I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Five minutes. Wow.
I survived, and I thought I'd heard gunshots. I had no idea if Kurt was nearby. But if he'd found Barrett, he wouldn't be safe. I had to hurry.
Clock's still ticking. I wonder if this actually will be timed. Note. In Belgium, cities like Ypres are totally destroyed by the 4 years of war. Aerial photos are a testament to the sheer quantity of shells used. After the war, the reconstruction will take years to bring life back to the front. Many unexploded shells are still buried in France and Belgium and remain dangerous 100 years afterwards. Wow.
Barrett was determined and relentless. I knew he would not give up until he found me. For a fleeting moment, I almost respected him. Almost.
Come on now, my little pretty friend.
I hadn't heard it for over a year, but I'd recognize that voice anywhere. At first, they were just two figures in the distance. But the closer I got, the clearer it all became.
I think perhaps we got off on the wrong foot.
Oh, man.
It was Barrett, all right. and Kurt had found him.
Hiding is not one of your strengths, I see. What was your plan, just out of interest? You come here, you find me. What then? You don't even speak English. What were you planning to do? Well, well, well. Harry? Harry Lambert? What the hell are you doing here, Harry?
Kurt, I can explain everything.
Harry? Was machst du denn hier? Huh?
Kurt, put the gun down. We can sort this out.
Ah, jetzt richtest du eine Waffe auf mich. Du bist wie er. Genau wie Barrett. Du bist wie alle.
I'm impressed, Fritz. Looks like you still have some fight left in you.
His name is Kurt. Please, sir, just do what he says.
I don't know what he wants. He's crazy.
Na komm! Bring ihn zum Reden, Harry.
Dang.
No, he's not crazy. He's a father.
Oh, du erinnerst dich an ihn. Ja, du hast ihm eine Waffe an den Kopf gehalten. Wie ich dir jetzt meine Waffe an den Kopf halte, das war mein Sohn.
Come on, Fritz. We've all lost someone we care about. It's war.
I'm here to help. Think of Katrine. Think of Lucy.
Ich mach das für Katrin. Für Katrin. Und für Lucy. Meine Lucy.
Just put the gun down. Look behind you, Fritz. I've got far more guns than you have.
Don't do this. Just tell him his son's alive, sir, and we can all go home.
War mein Junge.
We've all lost people we love. All of us.
Who was that photographer? I wonder if that was his son.
Fehlt mir.
So, that was it. The Major never forgave me. I lost everything. They called me a traitor, a Fritz lover, a yellow. They still do.
They spared me, Katrin. But I still wonder if I should have killed Barrett. It's a burden I will have to live with. What happened to Max goes unpunished.
Word spread, even here back home. Taylor won't let me back in the store. Julia won't speak to me.
No doubt they will praise him for his heroism. But, Katrin, we know the truth. We know who he really is. They will not keep me for much longer. Please tell Lucy I'm sorry. I will be home soon.
We gotta understand. I couldn't shoot him. He was my friend.
good ending all around. Well, pretty sure there's multiple endings. I'll probably go back and try them another day. Maybe tomorrow. Still have the day off tomorrow. Well, it was a lot better game than I thought it would be. Actually, I eventually got used to the graphics, especially near the end. Probably because I stopped focusing on it. Trying to see if there's anything after the credits. Dang. Alright, well, I'll go back and get the rest of the stuff, and then I'll do the other endings tomorrow. Thanks everyone that's still here. Now, it's a little late at the moment, get something to eat. Have a good one.